Sir Steven Spielberg is one of the most influential filmmakers on the planet, with a library that spans half a century. Here are the most underrated films by legendary director Steven Spielberg. With many classic science fiction films under his belt, we wanted to kick off our list with his most exhilarating sci-fi film, Minority Report, starring Tom Cruise. Set in 2054 Washington, D.C., future police utilize a psychic technology to arrest and convict murderers before they commit their crime. Compared to his other classics like E.T. and Close Encounters, Minority Report usually gets lost in conversation with his best. However, it is full of thrill and excitement, working as a cyberpunk neo-noir whodunit action thriller. Based on a story by famed science fiction writer Philip K. Dick, Minority Report brings to life a philosophical concept that has us questioning our free will and determinism. Next on the list, we wanted to shed light on Spielberg's 1984 sequel to what is considered quite possibly the greatest action-adventure film ever made. We are talking about Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom, the movie that is responsible for the creation of the MPAA's PG-13 rating. Indy's darkest adventure finds him continuing to hunt for supernatural relics, being infested with creepy crawlies, going head-to-head with heart-snatching cult worshippers, and freeing the child slaves so they can come home. Temple of Doom may be the most episodic side mission we see in the trilogy, but for exactly that reason, we may love it the most as the film in the trilogy to rewatch again and again. Steven Spielberg's Jaws famously sank its teeth into audiences' pockets during the summer of 1975, generating what we call today the first ever summer blockbuster. It would only seem fit that on a list of his most underrated works, we go ahead and mention the antithesis of Jaws. Christmas weekend 2005 saw the release of Spielberg's political thriller Munich, a film that made only $47 million in the United States, making it a domestic and international flunk amongst the director's collection. Based on a true story that centers around the retaliation of the Israeli government following the murder of 11 Israeli athletes and their coach at the 1972 Olympics. A dark, unflinching depiction of moral ambiguity that has Spielberg leave behind his conventional, tender, and nostalgic tales we are used to. Coming back around to the science fiction genre, we now wanted to bring your attention to what we truly think is Steven Spielberg's most underrated film, his 2001 masterpiece, Artificial Intelligence. Set in a futuristic society, the film stars Haley Joel Osment as David, a childlike android uniquely programmed with the ability to love. When discussing films that tackle one of the most important and difficult questions we as a human species face, what it means to be human, Artificial Intelligence stands toe-to-toe in quality with a film like Blade Runner. A production initially started by Stanley Kubrick, Spielberg had the immense task to honor the former director's vision and still bring his signature quality of portraying a child's perspective and wonderment. What we are left with is the dark and tragic sci-fi odyssey of Pinocchio, a robot toy who just wishes to be a real boy. We hope you enjoyed our list. If you like what we're working on, subscribe and stay tuned for more videos. You're awesome!